everyone, and welcome to this evening's Brutus Monroe live stream. While I'm behind the scenes getting ready to start our live stream and create all sorts of really cool projects, as well as talk about the current offerings for Brutus Monroe, I'm going to show a couple of videos here on the side. These will be also current offerings that we have, as well as a couple of special promos that I want you to know about this month. Once that timer runs out, I will be live with you and we'll be creating all sorts of really fun things together, and I think we're going to have a really good time. I'll see you all very soon. Hello everyone! Good evening! It's so awesome now because we have the opening kind of piece, I guess you could say, that I get to see everyone that's here before the live button happens. So it's really, really nice because then I can see everyone who's here and know that there's some folks here to create already. So we don't have to wait for everybody to join in. So let me say my hellos to everyone I can see. Hello, Marlene. Sorry about the music, Marlene. Hello, Zoe. Hello, Luann. Hello, Heather. Hello, Crazy Cat Lady. Hello, Laura. Hello, Candy. Hello, Shannon. Hi, everyone. Hello, Beverly. Aren't the new cameras incredible? They're I think one of the best investments we have ever made here at Brutus Monroe. I love the new cameras. Hello, Anne-Marie. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Colleen. So, okay, so tonight is the first night that we don't have a new bundle. And the reason for that is, well, there's a couple of reasons for it, but the main reason is because we are going to slowly but surely try to dwindle out of the bundles that are already on the website. But don't worry, I have a new one for you tomorrow. But today I'm going to be using items from a bundle that already exists. So I wanted to do some creative masking tonight, but I didn't really have a bundle for creative masking. So you are able to, you'll see, I have a free gift for you tonight. So it's half in one and half in the other is kind of, I think, what you'll see for what we're doing tonight. So, all right, so let's head down to the table and let's talk about what we're doing this evening. So, down to the top view, again, we have new cameras for the top view as well, and they are really crystal clear. It's kind of crazy. So, first and foremost, we are going to do some creative masking tonight. So, some of the items that we're going to be using are the Playful Plaid paper pad. This paper pad is included in the two fall leaf bundles. We're going to be using the fall leaves. We're also going to be using some masking paper. But the really cool thing about tonight is if you make any purchase tonight, that is, and it's exclusive to the live stream, but thanks Marlene, if you make any purchase tonight that's $5 or more, it's just a $5 minimum, you will get a full pack of masking paper completely free. So you are going to get this pack right here completely free. So we're also going to use some gloss stock, because I don't know that I've ever used gloss stock on the live before, and I want to show you how cool the things you can do with the gloss stock. We're also going to be using this stencil, which I think is called Autumn Beauty. I'm not 100% certain. I'm pretty sure it's called Autumn Beauty, but this stencil I think might be out of stock. I'm not 100% certain. I'm sure someone will let me know soon, but this is the Autumn Beauty. And then also we have the, hold on one moment. That is the, sorry, I had to put my watch into theater mode. And then we have the names used to be on the front of them, the Fall Festival stamp I'm going to use. I'm just using a sentiment from this tonight. And then we're going to be using some alabaster cardstock. So a couple of different things that we are going to be using this evening, but the first thing we need to do is we need to prep our masking paper. So we are going to cut out a couple of leaves, but we're also going to kind of cut them out creatively. I'll show you what I mean. We're going to do two different backgrounds tonight. So when you get your masking paper, the portion that you are going to mask on is the side that has the writing on it. The side that is not masked is white. So we're going to grab some of our autumn leaf stencils. Oh, is it in stock? I know, aren't the new cameras? I mean, they're just amazing. Amazing, amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first place some of these autumn leaves just kind of in a pattern on this one, because we are going to utilize this piece as a pattern, okay? Then I'm going to grab my pixie tape. I found my pixie tape. Hello, Christy. Looking up at the screen every time, it still gets me. It still gets me every single time. I love how crisp everything is now. You can actually see what I'm doing. All right, so let me take these over to the lawnmower and run this through. Oh, it is in stock? Okay, good. Yeah, I think he was making them the other day, so it's a stencil that takes a little while to make, though. So I had a feeling that it would be in stock or not in stock. Hello, Christy. Oh, a lot of folks are already getting their free masking paper. That's awesome. Oh, and the advent calendar is now completely sold out. Completely sold out. All right, so this is going to be our background. You'll see what I mean in a second. So you'll need one where you keep everything intact. See how that's all intact there? And then we're going to need to cut out also some additional leaves for the two different types of masking that we're going to be doing. And I think I might have left one of my leaves on the cutting plate. Stitching one has a few. Has a few what? And I did leave a leaf on the plate. Okay. So now we're going to cut out some additional leaves here. Is everyone having a good day? A good Thursday? Tomorrow the new season of Fortnite begins, so I'm very excited. Oh, the stitching one? Okay. Yeah, I think we might do some, I think we might be doing some stitching tomorrow. I believe we're doing some stitching tomorrow. Oh, yay. I don't know what it was in Pittsburgh today. I don't think it was that bad today in Pittsburgh. I don't think it was that bad. Okay. Hello, Carolyn. 106. Nope, no thank you. No thank you. All right. We've got our leaves. So for our first creative masking, let me get my leaves out of the way for now. Because everyone is really excited about fall cards right now, and I am too. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So let me put my masking paper up there so I don't lose it. And now I need to grab my gloss stock. And let's see here. So I want to grab, so we're going to use, well, this one always, I just love this one. So this is the Playful Plaid paper pad. I'm going to grab two different papers out of here. And I love, again, with the new cameras that you can actually see the colors of these paper pads. Oh, and this one's my other favorite. It's hard to pick a favorite, though. All right, so these are all of the, there's so many different patterns on this paper pad. All right. And we're going to take our gloss stock. And the gloss stock is just that. It's glossy. I'm hanging on. Oh, not me, Barb. It is not my favorite season. Unfortunately, it's not my favorite. Fall is my favorite. So now you can see this has a gloss coating on it. It's actually got the gloss coating on both sides. Now I'm going to place this right on my stick and stamp mat. Whoops. Hold on. Let me clean this. I have not cleaned this stick and stamp mat, and I can't tell you how long. So we're going to do a little tutorial on cleaning your stick and stamp mat. I'm going to grab my matte mist. It's one of my favorites, too. And I'm going to spray this puppy down. Oh, that smells so good. Oh, it's the hydrangea one. Ooh. Every time. It smells so good. All right, so then we're going to lightly clean this off. And we do have more stick and stamp mats coming. Don't worry. I think they're sold out right now. If not, I think we have like 3 left. And that's it. All right, so just gently wiping this off. Remember, you are not cleaning a boat. We don't want to be too aggressive with it. And then you're just going to kind of do one of these. It only takes like a couple of seconds, and then it will be completely sticky again. Okay? I mean, it's very sticky again. Very, very sticky. It's sticking. It's not sticking great to my hand because there's so much moisture on the table, but you'll just have to take my word for it. It's very sticky. Then we'll place our Blending Buddy back on. Blending Buddy is a great tool because it protects the outside of your paper, or your stick and stamp mat. All right, so now we're in business. Now that's stuck to it for us. All right, so now we're going to grab our beautiful stencil. I don't know if this pixie spray, if there's enough pixie. Nope, there's not. So I'm going to grab a little pixie spray. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Whew. Got nervous for a second. Thought I lost my pixie spray. So we're just going to spray a little bit of pixie spray on it. Oh, I forgot to show you all the other night. Hold on. I'm going to let that sit for a second. Remember we did the apricot glitter glaze? Look at how beautiful that turned out. Remember I promised you I was going to show you? Luckily, I didn't show it to you on the old camera because the new camera really shows you how beautiful it is. Isn't that stunning? That's with our apricot glitter glaze in this stencil. Gorgina. All right, so now this is ready for liftoff. Place this right on top. Make sure everything's stuck down real good. All right, so taking a look at our paper, let's figure out what ink colors we want to use, okay? Right? Okay, so we are going to use this beautiful Minty Fresh. I think goes perfectly with this shade here. Then I think we're going to use some Bee Sting. I definitely want to use some Shooting Star. And then we're going to use some... Uh-oh, where's my orange? Oh, here it is. We're going to use some Roar. Okay? Whoops, you can't see that. I have to get used to, like, back whenever the old camera was here, I had to push everything so far up, and now everything's much closer to me. So I have to get used to things can be closer to me than they used to be. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of haphazardly color. So we're going to start with our Minty Fresh. And we're going to kind of start that right here in the center here. And I think you're really going to love how this looks on the... It's a little more blotchy than it is blended out. It's really cool. But you'll see it'll work for what we're doing. All right, so then we're going to take some of the Shooting Star. It is not another bundle, no. I'm using items from a bundle that we already had. All right, see how it's like kind of, it's not as prevalent and blended out, but it's what we want for what we're doing. It almost gives it like an abstract look. All right. And then our bee sting. It almost will make it look like it's painted. You'll see. Creates a very different look. All right, so now we're done with that. We can peel our stencil off. And look at how cool that looks. I mean, I think it looks really cool. I hope you do too. All right. So there is... Hello, Stacy. I have to call you when I'm done. I have an update. Although you might be in bed. I'll call you tomorrow. I love now with the new camera watching the ink blend because you can actually see it. All right, so we are all dry now. I have not heard if he's coming out with any new colors. But I'm sure at some point soon he will. Okay, so there is that. And now we're going to take our leaves that we cut out. So this was the reverse, okay? And we're going to place this on top. So on the back of your masking paper, you will find that it's already scored. So it's already scored and ready to go for you. See that? So you can just peel it off. It's scored in multiple places. So if you do like smaller die cuts. So now we're going to place this right on top of here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. But you know me. I'm going to try to make it perfect. Whoopsies. I got that one a little too close to the edge, but that's okay. This is very forgiving. Okay. So now you just want to make sure that you burnish it all down pretty well. It doesn't have to be perfect. The ink almost dries instantly on the paper. Okay, so now you can see what we're doing here, right? You kind of getting the idea of picking up what I'm putting down. So now we're going to take the colors that are most prominent in those areas. So I'd say orange for here, and we are going to blend again on top. Okay. And it's going to create a very cool, almost 3D look. All right, so that one would be the orange. And now we're going to do red for this one. And this is really a gentle blend. You don't want to go in too heavy-handed to start with, because you really want to get good coverage, but you don't want to get too crazy in the inking right at first. Okay, and that's going to really blend in all of those colors. So it almost makes it disappear. Are the Simon Early Inks oxide blends? They are not. They are water-based, and they are my absolute favorite inks that I have ever used in my life, other than the Brutus Monroe inks. Whoops, wrong brush. And what we're doing at this point is we're just doing kind of like a double layer blending. I mean, I know that that's probably not a term in the industry, but I just made it up and now it is. All right. And then we are going to grab our shooting star. And you see how the colors are just melting into one another? That's what you want. If you get a little bit of an like an overshot of the ink, it's okay. It's not going to hurt a darn thing. All right. So now are you ready for the big reveal? Grab my stabby tool. Masking paper will just peel right off. You might have to take it off in pieces because this is completely saturated now with ink. So it's going to want to rip on you, but it'll be okay. You're not going to be able to use this particular mask more than once. But I'm really excited for you to see how it makes the leaves look 3D. And if you spend $5 or more tonight, you're going to get your masking paper completely free to try. And I can understand why you would ask if they're oxide, because this technique makes them look like oxides, but they're not. So now that is our background. Isn't that cool? How the leaves look like. See how they look like? Here, let me peel this off of here. The leaves actually look like they're almost 3D. See that? Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool. All right, so there is our first one. All right, so I'm going to set this to the side. And now we're going to do more creative ink blending, but we're going to use colors that I see here. So I think we're going to, the only thing we're going to change is I think we're going to use a little bit of, shall we break out some Remember Me? I think this is Remember Me, right? I think. Yeah. Okay, so this one's going to be a little different. Okay? So for this one, we're going to take a piece of alabaster cardstock. Actually, I lied. Let's use some Simple Blend. Well, no, let's use alabaster. Nah, we'll use Simple Blend. Simple Blend, or Perfect Blend, is the best to use for ink blending. If you're not a great ink blender, grab yourself some of the the Perfect Blend paper and it will change everything for you. Okay. It's one of my absolute favorites, Lo. One of my absolute favorites. All right, so we're going to grab our stick and stamp mat again. And we are going to place this down. And now we're going to grab our leaves. And we're going to place them down onto our background with no color down to start. And the reason we have the printing on this end is so you can see where you're putting your masks down. There's a method to the madness. You're going to kind of place them as close together or as far apart as you want. Yeah, Shooting Star is my favorite yellow out of the collection. And see how this is exposed and this isn't? It's because it has that special little I don't even know what to call it, cut, diagonal cut in it so that it doesn't yes, basically making your own stencil. That's right. Oh, I have a feeling I didn't pull this one all the way off. Sure didn't. I was like, why is that leaf not sticking down? Well, Christopher, if you pull all of the release paper off, then it does. Hello, Bobby. Okay. Almost done placing our masks. I'm going to place one more down here in the corner. It's probably a little bit of overkill, but I feel like I need something down here. All right. Our leaves are placed. So we're again going to start with our deepest color. That's what I always do. Because then you can kind of blend out to your other colors. So we're going to start right here, smack dab in the center. Well, center adjacent, corner center. We're just going to blend out our color. That was Remember Me. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of Bee Sting. And when these colors blend, we're going to get some other beautiful fall colors. I think my Bee Sting might need re-inked. You'll have to let me know if anybody makes a purchase tonight, if I haven't been looking, if the free gift is automatically going in. Please let me know. And with our masking paper, you can just blend as you normally would. Grab our shooting star. Oh, good, Laura. Thank you. Right. And now the roar. Yeah, so if you buy a bundle, you'll get 2 free gifts. I think. Does it give you both? Oh, it gives you an extra one. Okay, good. I should have read. Sorry. Reading is not... I'm not doing great with reading tonight. As you could see. Sorry. This might be one of my new favorite ink blend combos. I think I'm going to have to start creating some ink blend combo sheets. I think that'll be fun. Okay. So now we're going to hit this with just a little bit of heat. Remember, you do not want to keep the heat in one spot for any period of time on your stick and stamp mat. So very quick motions. Yeah, I think I might make some because I love ink blending. Y'all know, anybody that's been here with me for any period of time knows that I love, especially with Simon's inks. Oh, I got our thingy all cattywampus. Okay. Oh no, Anne-Marie. Oh, a lot of you are getting the free gift. Woohoo! Yay, yay, yay. Alright, so now I'm going to grab my stabby tool. Where did I put it? We'll use this one. This one's not my favorite because it doesn't have a tip on it, so I feel like I'm going to stab myself all the time. I mean, it does the job, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I need a cap. So I don't stab myself with it. So we're just going to lift these off. But remember, we're going to reuse them, so don't put them far. Because I'm going to show you a really fun technique. Well, one of my favorite techniques. You can see we had a little bit of bleeding inside of that because these dies, you can see that they actually have an imprint that goes into them. And our masking paper really masks. That's good. Well, I think since you've made so many at this point, Carolyn, it's time for a challenge. Because now that you're at expert level of making albums, it's time to give yourself a challenge. Speaking of which, are you going to be on tomorrow, Carolyn? Can we set a date so I can bring that beautiful album that you made for me over to show everybody? It's literally under like full lock and key in my office. Oh, and also I should mention the Doodlebug classes are almost completely sold out. They are just trucking right along, those Doodlebug classes. My word. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to place our leaves again, but we are not going to place them in the same spot. Okay? You want to try to get coverage again, but we're not going to place them in the same spot. Thank you, Penny. As always, a wonderful sous chef. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, and then our last one, I'm just going to place like so. All right, make sure everything's down. Hello, Speedy. Did you get to level 200 yet? Everyone say hi to Speedy. That's Elio. He is on the Fortnite squad. So we're going to take some Midnight Snack because you want to use a color that's darker than the other colors that you've used. 197. Okay. We are just going to go in and we're going to blend. Now this is not a heavy blend, okay? Midnight Snack is almost like a denim color. And you'll see, it's going to look a little crazy right now, but it's going to make all of your other colors really pop. Oh, Speedy, not Stevie. Speedy is his nickname. Okay, so I'm just going in. What are ink layering panels? I don't know. Ink layering panels. Are they the ink layering panels? I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I mean, I'm sure they're a product of ours, but I'm going to have to look. All right, are you ready for this grand reveal? This is one of my favorite techniques to do with ink blending. Oh, the ink blending, ink layering panels. They are a plastic substrate that you use to add color with like re-inkers and stuff. I have a video where I use them. Actually, I think I can't remember. Wait. Oh, ink layering panties? No. We do not sell any type of ink layering panties. We do not, no. So this is going to create almost like a look that you're looking through a window at your leaves. Shannon, I have a feeling this is going to be a favorite technique of yours. I could definitely see you doing this technique. Sorry, I got the masking paper stuck to my finger. So see how now it looks like you're peering through to see the color behind. But you don't, I mean, you could do this with like a Raven or like a black ink pad. I like to do it with the color on top because then it's not as stark. But do you see how you can still make out all of the leaves, but they look like they're stacked on top of one another. I just think it's so cool. I love it. Okay. So that is that panel. And we just basically created pattern paper. And then remember, this is our first panel. So they are both very unique and very different, but they kind of really hold their own, right? They are really, really cool. Okay, so now this one goes with this one, and this one goes with this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut down our panels ever so slightly, and I think we're going to add a couple of leaves to these. So 4, and save this. This would be a great little, like, you know what I mean? You probably could. That's why I had to put it on cinematic mode. So 4 by 5 1/4. Four. Like this would be great as just like a little strip. Like kind of like just, you know, when you need just like a little extra something. Then we're going to cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. There we go. And then 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Tonight we had Totopo, which is a wonderful Mexican restaurant because I am on a fitness journey. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, this needs to be 5 1/4. Gotta grab another piece. I started talking. It's okay, we'll use that for the circle. No, actually, this paper pad came out before Simon's inks, if you can believe it. All right, so now I'm going to need another piece of this one. Oh, yes, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. Okay. So now let's put these to the side because I'm fixing to do a circle in the center. So it'll be a circle again of the pattern paper. So let me grab this guy. It'll be a circle for the sentiment, then a circle that's a little bit bigger. Not too big though. There we go. For the pattern paper. And then I really want to use, so these leaves, let me move these to the side here, that we made the other night, because you know, I can never have too much visual interest on a card. I am using my Peloton, the Devil's Tricycle. I sure am. I sure am. I love it. I mean, it tortures me, but I love it. It's definitely a form of torture, but it works really well. So we're going to use these. We're going to do leaf inception. We're going to cut leaves out of leaves, because I think it's going to add a great amount of pattern to it. Just listen, I wish you all today. So we have two main staircases at Brutus Monroe. And there's a staircase, there's a back staircase that leads from where Heather's office is to the studio, where I'm at right now. And Heather, today, I told her, I was showing her this pumpkin that I got at the Dollar Tree. It's this pumpkin that looks like there's an actual flame inside of it. It's really, really cool. And look at how beautiful these leaves are. And I told her there's a light at the top of the stairs that obviously turns off. And I said, Heather, turn that light off real quick so I could show you what this looks like, when it's dark, because of how cool the lighting was. Because it's like this pumpkin that has a light inside of it. It's a jack-o'-lantern, but it has a light inside of it that almost, it looks like a real flame. So Heather did this U-turn, and when I tell you that her brain had not fully connected with the turning, like I could see her mind figuring out how she was going to do this U-turn on the stairs. And then the follow-through, let's just say it wasn't the most graceful U-turn you've ever seen in your life, and I was howling. I'm just glad she didn't fall down the stairs, because when I tell you this activity almost took her down, and this was actually done on lunch bag cardstock. I'm missing one. Is it still on the plate, or did it fall out? It was almost a full man down situation. Oh yeah, we got it. Okay. It was a hoot. But she did it. She flip-flopped right around. No, there were no cameras. There are no cameras, luckily, in that back hallway. There were no cameras. I wish that I could have, if we could have a reality TV show here at Brutus Monroe, we would have the best ratings in the country. The best ratings in the country, because the shenanigans that go on here, my word. Well, I do need a stair cam just for when she's using that staircase. I do need a stair cam. You are correct. She may be. That's not an excuse, though. That is not. We have full AC here at the building, so she becomes an ice cube when she comes here. She gets into work, so I'm not going to let her use that as an excuse. Okay. So now I'm going to take a look here and see. Look at how those leaves just kind of pop out from behind there. So now the free gift is going in. Good, good, good. All right, so I think for this one, I want to use some Midnight. Because any excuse that I have to use Midnight paper, I take. And then for this one, do we think C? Nope, buttercream. Yep, buttercream. Yeah, her office is like subarctic. When I go back in there, I have to put on a full winter jacket. Because there's all different temperatures throughout the building because it's a big building, so we have separate like AC units for all over the place. Big Brutus, that's good. It would be a hooch. Boy, would it be a hoot. Oh, well, it's freezing in her office. Freezing. Okay. All right. So now we need to stamp our sentiment. And we're in the home stretch, my friends. I think my favorite color is autumn is what we're going to use. Or maybe we do Falling for You. Yeah, we're going to do Falling for You, and then we're going to stamp a couple little leaves. Got an idea. All right. Oh, yeah, you are correct. Her office is like the Smithsonian. This stick and stamp mat needs cleaned desperately as well. All right, we'll use some Raven ink, and I apologize to everybody, but the Raven ink is sold out for the first time in a very long time. But our live streams have luckily gotten everybody really excited about Brutus Monroe again. So we have to gotta do a restock. And they should be here soon. Okay. Let me clean this stamp off real quick. I've been real into the pink lemonade. Oh my goodness. And Raven ink is going to stain your stamps. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is going to stain your stamps. But you want your stamps to be a little bit stained because that... Okay, so I'm using the alabaster. I was looking at these, I was like, I have two different alabaster inks, but I don't. The label changed. So this is the old label. And this is the new label because it has the new logo on it. So I was like, what the heck is going on here? But the Alabaster ink is just the most beautiful white ink. And as it dries, it gets whiter. Yes, a stain stamp is there's a reason they don't sell you a hammer and a nail with a stamp. You're not supposed to hang it on the wall. All right. So now we can take this off the stick and stamp mat. We're just going to grab a couple of leaves, and we're just going to kind of haphazardly stamp the leaves around. I know. Alabaster is one of my favorites. The Raven ink has been very good to me too. We're just going to add a couple of leaves going around here just to, because there's a lot of space. And I think this is going to kind of break up the space. Oh, I don't have that one over here yet. But I need to bring that one over here. So I think that that's really all that it needed was just a couple of leaves to break up the space there. All right, now I'm going to grab my pigment ink. Do the same thing. It shows up really well. Maryland, it should be back next month. That's the goal. It just sold out really, really quick. We went from having like 2,000 of them to having 0. Very, very quickly. Because our goal was to never be out of stock of it, but again, our live streams have really picked up. So a lot of things sold out when we didn't think they were going to sell it as quickly as we thought, as they did. Yes, waffles and syrup. Alabaster, it dries pretty quick, but it is a pigment, so it's going to take a little bit longer than a regular. Do you still have the albino fox, Carolyn? I know you had an albino fox for a while. Yeah, the pink one was very popular. We did that in October. All right. Whoops. That was almost a travesty. Let's get our cards assembled, shall we? Oh, it was an albino squirrel. Aww. Well, you took very good care of it, so. It lived a wonderful life. Okay, and then we're going to add a couple of leaves. Kind of sticking with the same ones that are behind it because it kind of looks like a shadow. Okay, and then we're going to pop up this layer with our Brutus Monroe foam tape. Ah, we sure will, Kelly. We have a whole special pink bundle. You will see. You will see soon, my friend. Is it wet or dry embossed? It is actually, the paper, it's actually all done with masking paper. The whole thing. The leaves are done with apricot glitter glaze. I stenciled them. Oh, I love that. I do want to pull the leaves out a little bit, though. Luckily, it took a minute for it to set up. Let me pull my leaves out a little bit here. There we go. Look at that. So much visual interest. You hid it from yourself. Not on purpose, I hope. It really does, right? So two very different cards using the same, or two similar cards, but using very different techniques. And these ones, I think you're going to be able to see the leaves a little bit better. But again, when you're trying to add some visual interest to your cards, it really does make it look like a pile of leaves. Oh, not on purpose, okay. Yes, we are going to be making something with that. At least that's the plan. But yeah, you are going to see very soon a sneak peek of the pink products. Because you know we donate to hairpiece charities. And our goal this year is $1,000 that we can donate to them again. in hairpiece charities, what they do is when a woman or a child is diagnosed with breast cancer, they help them to purchase wigs and hair pieces. And we chose that charity last year, and it's become very near and dear to my heart. It's a good die. All right. So those are our 2 cards for this evening. And I just love them. I think they're fun. They're funky. They are something that obviously you're going to look at and you're going to say, or whoever receives it's going to say, how did all of that dimension happen? So today is, I can turn off cinema mode. And 2 folks will get these in their orders tomorrow. How exciting. I think that's super exciting. Okay, back up to the new face cam. All right, everyone. I had a lot of fun tonight, and I hope you had a lot of fun tonight too. Still having so much fun with these new cameras. I am obsessed with them. The face cam I was watching back last night, and it really, I feel like it is like on TV. It's crazy how clear, and I love it so much. So that is everything that I have for y'all tonight. Remember to create something every single day, whether that's a beautiful fall card, or your own ending. I love you all very much, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Good night, my friends.